Hello everyone, and welcome to Leonardo's Success Workshop series. My name is Victoria, and I'm a success coach here at Leonardo. I'll be your moderator for today's workshop, 10 Tips for Targeting Business Travelers with VBrochure. Our Success Workshop series have been designed to teach you everything you need to know about VBrochure and to inspire you with creative marketing ideas that will help you get the most out of your VBrochure investment. Be sure to attend all workshops in this series to become familiar with all of the basic and advanced functionality available to you with your VBrochure subscription. If you have any questions throughout today's workshop, please type them into the question box at the bottom of the GoToWebinar panel. We'll be pausing periodically throughout the workshop to address your questions. As well, throughout today's workshop, I'll be sharing some resources with you through the chat box. Be sure to leave your GoToMeeting panel open to access these tips, tricks, and tools. Finally, before we get started, I'd like to introduce you to your speakers for today's workshop. I'm joined today by my colleague, Rebecca. As a graduate of tourism and travel, Rebecca is a hospitality addict with a passion for the world of digital marketing. After working as a destination staff member for a student travel company, she's seen the hospitality industry from multiple angles and is happy to bring her insight to her hotel clients. Rebecca was CHDM certified in 2014. I'm also joined today by Gloria. Gloria is a techie and social media enthusiast with a passion for all things digital. Gloria is the team MVP when it comes to her clients' marketing strategies. Gloria was also CHDM certified in 2015. Together, as members of the customer experience team, it's our role to help you be successful on your journey to social, mobile, and web marketing greatness with the tools available to you with VBrochure. Today, Gloria and Rebecca will teach you how you can use VBrochure to reach business travelers by customizing your message on specific channels, including third-party travel sites, social media, and even your independent website. Specifically, here is what we will cover in the next 30 minutes. Why it's important to target your messaging for business travelers, 10 things that matter most to business travelers, how to define your story for this segment, and finally, how you can use VBrochure to reach the corporate travel shopper by customizing your message on specific channels, including third-party travel sites, social media, and your independent website. Before I hand things over to Rebecca, I'd like to take a quick poll of the audience. This poll helps us understand what the audience is thinking regarding today's topic. The question I'd like to ask is, where would you prefer to target business travelers? You'll see 4 answers on the screen, so just click the radio button beside the answer that suits you the best. I'll give you a moment to weigh in with your answers. Great, most of you have submitted your answers, and it looks like you're trying to target business travelers everywhere they're shopping, though mostly on your hotel website. Well, we have a lot to cover in the next 30 minutes, so without further ado, I'll hand the controls over to Rebecca, who will get us started.
Thanks, Victoria. Hello, everyone, and welcome. While we can Skype and have Google Hangouts, some of us prefer the good old face-to-face meeting, which is why, despite a changed digital reality, business travel is not going anywhere. As business travelers continue to search for a temporary home away from home while they're on their business trip, it's vital that accommodation providers ensure they're meeting their needs. In a few words, they want a fast, efficient, and seamless experience so they can work on the go. Corporate travelers are lucrative for accommodation providers. According to the Global Business Travel Association, corporate travel in the United States alone is expected to increase 6.2% in 2015. Totaling $310 billion in spending. If you want to reach this market, you need to make sure that you're providing relevant content that resonates with them and their needs. Plus, today's travelers expect priorities to give them a tailored experience. They're used to seeing relevant ads based on their latest clicks follow them around the internet. In fact, 4 out of 10 travelers would share their data if it meant increased personalization. For hospitality professionals, this means providing your target demographic, in this case, business travelers, with relevant content that addresses their needs, answers their questions, and makes them feel confident enough to book with you. To make sure you're tapping into this lucrative segment, let's take a look at 10 things that matter most to business travelers and how you can use these to target this travel shopper. First is high-speed internet access. Efficiency is the most important thing to business travelers. While traveling on the company dime may sound like a vacation, employees are expected to work even if it's from a hotel room. To stand out on the competitive hospitality landscape, more properties are offering complimentary Wi-Fi in rooms. Whether it's an employee at a large corporation or an independent business owner on the road, Wi-Fi is an expense that most travelers want to avoid. If you have free Wi-Fi, let them know. Second is loyalty program rewards. Business travelers are 84% more likely to book their stay at your property if you offer a loyalty program. They travel frequently and like the idea of accumulating rewards for free stays, upgrades, and other services. Let them know about the rewards you offer at your property. Highlight the rewards you offer business travelers when you boast about your loyalty program in the text descriptions of your VBrochure. Another important factor for business travelers is an in-room work desk. Unlike leisure travelers, business travelers are more concerned with amenities that keep them on schedule and connected to work. To ensure corporate guests continue to book with your property, emphasize the room amenities that ensure a seamless workday, like an in-room work desk. When writing text descriptions for your media, be sure to include bulleted lists of the amenities that matter most to business travelers. Another tip is to emphasize the experience around your hotel. Business travelers want to know about the area surrounding your hotel. Is your property close to popular businesses, local attractions? Let them know what they'll find once they walk outside your front door. Tell them why your hotel is in a convenient location and help business travelers envision the experience. Write about nearby attractions, businesses, shopping, and restaurants in your digital brochure, Facebook apps, and web galleries to showcase the full experience that business travelers will find at your property. Next is complimentary breakfast. Business travelers have pretty full agendas, and they definitely need an extra energy boost in the morning. Providing them with complimentary breakfast will make it easy for business travelers to get the energy they need for their busy day, and it will also be one less meal they need to worry about. This is an appreciated perk that offers added convenience guests will appreciate. The most important part of any business trip is the face-to-face meeting. For business travelers looking to secure a deal or confirm an agenda, access to meeting space and business services is important. Many hotels are redesigning their facilities with the business traveler in mind. Showcase your meeting room visuals with your digital brochure and Facebook apps, and be sure to include information about size, capacity, and setup. Next, highlight your fitness facilities. Just because they're traveling for business doesn't mean corporate travelers want to abandon their healthy routine. Make sure you showcase your fitness facilities in your player, Facebook apps, and galleries. If you offer anything extra like a steam room or fitness classes, provide this information too. Business travelers will appreciate the opportunity to work out and maintain a healthy lifestyle while working on the road. On-site dining options and room service options are important to the corporate travel shopper. Business travelers often travel alone, and providing them with the option to dine in a restaurant on-site or alone in their room is a convenient added touch. Business travelers often don't have time to go out and search for dining destinations, so the option to dine on-site makes a difference. With hectic lifestyles and packed schedules, business travelers crave convenience in every aspect of their trip. They want to be able to find and book their property quickly using the device of their choosing, and they want convenience during their stay. A testament to just how much travel shoppers crave convenience, a study revealed that 79% of travelers state that they'd happily exchange personal information about their preference for a more customized and streamlined experience at a hotel. Include media and text in your VBrochure player to let business travelers know about the conveniences your property has to offer. Finally, adding video. Video viewers retain 95% of a message when they watch it in a video compared to 10% when they read it. Videos are especially important when you want to target business travelers. Nearly 20% more business travelers watch online travel videos than leisure travelers. Help them remember your property with a short video that shows off your best features. Add a short video to your VBrochure player and make your hotel more memorable in the eyes of business travelers.
Thanks, Rebecca, for taking us through those 10 tips. Now, before we jump into VScape to walk through how you can leverage these tips with VBrochure, I'm going to hand things over to Gloria to first talk about defining your story for this segment.
Thanks, Victoria. Travel shoppers use a variety of touch points in order to research and book travel. During this process, they are bombarded by tons of information from you and from your competitors. VBrochure gives you the opportunity to provide travel shoppers with information that makes your property stand out. That information is your story. Your story is what makes your property uniquely compelling to travelers you wish to attract. Step one is, of course, deciding what story or stories you want to tell. It's important to provide your ideal guest with stories targeted to their needs, relevant content throughout every stage of their shopping journey, whether they're researching on your hotel website, on a mobile device, or browsing your Facebook page. Successful storytelling isn't about casting a wide net in the hopes that the audience will be interested in what you're talking about, but about telling the right story to the right people and at the right time. By providing appropriate content to your guests, you help make a connection between what your property has to offer and your guests' needs, creating confidence that it's the best choice for them. Targeting business travelers starts with understanding who they are and what they're looking for in a property. Audit your hotel story. What information are you sharing on your property website? What do business travelers see when they visit your social media pages? Does the story you're telling appeal to business travelers? If not, reassess how you can include the information that they want so they can be confident that they book, and to ensure you're showcasing your property story in the light that appeals to these travelers. So how can you use your VBrochure to reach target customer segments? Determine what is important to your customer segments. Define your hotel story, customizing it to be relevant to each customer segment. Identify the channels that best reach each of these segments, and log into VScape and start targeting. On third-party travel sites with channel-specific digital brochures, on Facebook with customized apps, and using web galleries on your own website.
Thanks, Gloria. Now that you know what business travelers want and how to fine-tune your story to speak to this segment, I'm going to hand things over to Rebecca to walk us through how to get started.
Thanks, Victoria. To get started, let's log into VScape. I'll have Victoria chat out the link to our VScape platform in case anyone wants to follow along as we get started with customizing a story for third-party travel sites. Once logged in, and sometimes it takes a minute to load, click on the VBrochure tab in the middle pane. Look at the right pane and you will see, just hold on one moment. Sorry, we just need to log back in. Just give us one moment. All right, so once we're logged in, we're going to click on the VBrochure tab in the middle pane. Look at the right pane and you will see your standard digital brochure, the one you set up when you first signed on to your VBrochure subscription, and the one that ensured contains all the information relevant to a wide variety of travel shoppers. By default, the content in this brochure is syndicated to all the travel channels in the V network that display the digital brochure. Today we want to create a customized story to reach target segments, and for the purpose of this demo, we're going to start with telling a story that appeals to corporate travel shoppers. So we'll customize sites that target business travelers, as well as some managed corporate self-booking tools that are part of the V network, like Concur and Corpovia. To see the list of the channels available to you, click on the drop-down box at the top of the right pane. You can customize the content that will appear on any of these channels simply by choosing it from the list and then editing the corresponding digital brochure. When we're done, the story displayed in the digital brochure on Concur will showcase what is most important to corporate travel shoppers and will help a travel shopper see that our hotel has the offerings that will make their business trip successful. That means delivering an engaging, memorable experience that will stand out from the rest. I know the things that appeal to my business travelers: complimentary on-site breakfast, complimentary Wi-Fi throughout the hotel, 24-hour business center, 24-hour fitness center, and proximity to nearby restaurants and shops. For more information on targeting corporate travel shoppers, check out our ebook, Let's Talk Targeting Volume 2, The Business Traveler. I'll have Victoria chat out the link now. We'll have to customize one channel at a time, so I'm going to start by selecting Concur. Click on the Edit V-Powered Player button at the bottom of the right pane. These are all key components of my story that appeal to business travelers. We'll start by customizing the tabs to reflect the more business-oriented audience that will view this material on corporate channels. The weddings and spa tabs no longer work, so I'll rename them. I'll change them to For Your Business Needs and one called Fitness. Finally, I'll change the dining tab to Meet and Eat. Now I'll need to make sure that all of my business-related media is added to the right tabs. Once we're done editing the content for this player, click Update at the bottom of the right pane. The changes you make to your Concur digital brochure in Vscape are reflected immediately on Concur. To tell the same story on Corpovia, we'll repeat the same process. Number 1, select Corpovia from the drop-down list, update the tabs, sequence media, and then click Update. And you can repeat this process for each of the channels listed where you have a unique story to tell. Customize channels that target event planners like Cvent and Meetings Booker. Tell a story that targets leisure travelers on Priceline and Kayak. Are there any questions about targeting customer segments on third-party travel sites?
Yes, Rebecca, we did have a question come in. Joey was wondering which player would be displayed on the channels that he doesn't customize.
Good question, Joey. The digital brochure actually that goes out by default to all the other channels is the one you originally customized under the All Channels drop-down menu.
Thanks, Rebecca. That appears to be all the questions we've had come in so far. However, in case you need to go over those steps again, I'll chat out the link to our customer community post about customizing your digital brochure for individual travel channels.
All right, now let's move on to targeting business travelers on Facebook. Another easy way that you can reach targeted customer segments is by customizing one or more of the VBrochure Facebook apps. There are a couple things that we'll need to do. First, we'll have to customize the content within the app, changing and adding tabs as well as media. Then we'll need a new app icon to use on the Facebook page. Finally, we'll need to change the app name, the text that appears beside the app icon. Let's head back over to Vscape and start by customizing the app content. Click on the Facebook tab in the middle pane. Then choose one of the apps you'd like to customize from the drop-down list in the right pane. My property doesn't really focus on events, so I'll choose the Events app and customize it to target business travel shoppers. Click Edit V-Powered Player at the bottom of the right pane. I'll change the tab names to match those of my Concur digital brochure. Hotel, Accommodations, For your business needs, Fitness, and On-Site Dining. In these tabs, I'll add media showcasing our business center, on-site dining options, complimentary Wi-Fi, and other amenities that appeal to business travelers. When you are done editing the player, click Update at the bottom of the right pane. If the app hasn't already been installed on my hotel's Facebook page, I could do so by clicking on the Facebook Manager tab. In this case, the app is already installed on our Facebook page, so all we need to do is update the app icon as well as the app name. To do so, click on the Facebook tab in the middle pane, and then click on the Facebook Manager tab in the right-hand pane. From here, we'll click on Apps and choose the app you want to update the icon image for. Then click Edit Icon. Today, we'll update our Events app. Once we click on Edit Icon, this will give you the option to select from one of the Leonardo default app logos, or the ability to use your own image or one already loaded to Vscape. For today, we'll select one from the images we already have loaded to Vscape by clicking on the Add Media button and selecting the appropriate image. Once selected, we'll crop the photo by resizing and then clicking the Crop button and Publish. Then click the Select App logo, and the logo will be updated. Once we've updated the logo, we can now update the text label. To do this, simply add the text to the caption field and click the area outside the box to confirm the change. Once you're done, the changes you make will be reflected immediately on Facebook. So let's recap. Select the app from the drop-down list, update tabs, sequence media, and then log into Facebook Manager to update the app icon and name. And you can repeat this process for each of the apps. You have 4 that you can customize, plus a special offers app. Victoria, can you just chat out the instructions on customizing the VBrochure Facebook apps?
I've just chatted out the link. Also, Rebecca, we did have a question come in. You had mentioned being able to add a special offers app to our Facebook page. Valerie is wondering if she could include special offers she creates into multiple apps.
Absolutely. If you have special offers, promotions, or packages that target corporate travel shoppers, you can include those in the app that you've customized to target that customer segment.
That appears to be all the questions we have for now, so I'll hand it over to Gloria now to continue.
Thanks, Victoria. The third and final tool that you have available to reach business travelers with VBrochure is web galleries. Use web galleries on your own website to showcase visual stories that appeal to this customer segment. My property has great amenities and I want to visually convey that so business travelers know my hotel is the perfect choice for their next business trip. I know the things that my hotel has to offer that will appeal to business travelers. In-room work desk, location, complimentary breakfast, and fitness facilities. So let's create a gallery, which I'll then hand over to my webmaster to add to my website on my dedicated business page. To get started, I'll click on the VBrochure tab in the middle pane. And then I'll select the Web Gallery button in the top right pane. Click Create New Gallery button at the bottom of the right pane, and a dialog box appears that asks for some basic information needed in order to create the web gallery. First, choose the name of your gallery. When naming your gallery, make sure that your name is clear and specific. Your gallery name will show up in your Vscape reporting, so you want to make sure that you'll be able to identify it. I'll call my web gallery Suites at Leonardo Gallery Business. Next, choose one of the 4 available themes. As you select from the drop-down menu list, the preview on the right side of the screen will update. I'm going to choose Reflection for my web gallery. Now, select whether you want the gallery to be transparent or not. Transparency will allow you to place the gallery on a web page while leaving the page background intact. This is useful if your page has texture background or an image-based background. Alternatively, you can specify a background color. Use this if you want the gallery to stand out from the page as a separate element rather than blending in. Select the font that most closely matches the font used on your website. The choices given are fonts that are most commonly used in web design. Then, depending on whether you have chosen a background color or not, and what your brand colors are, you may want to change the font color. You can choose from presets or enter hex code, a 6-digit code that defines individual colors in web design. Next, specify the size that you need the web gallery to be. If you are not the person in charge of maintaining content on your independent website, we suggest that you speak to the person who is to help you decide what size the web gallery box should be. The size will depend on the amount of available real estate on the page that the gallery will be embedded on. You can always come back and change this parameter later. In fact, with the exception of the web gallery theme, any of the options here can be changed at any time without having to reinstall the gallery. When you have made all of the necessary structural and formatting changes, you have an idea what your web gallery will look like from the preview. Click the Create Gallery button at the bottom of the screen. Editing the web gallery follows the same process as editing any of the other vPower multimedia players. Choose the gallery you want to edit from the drop-down list at the top of the right pane. Now click Edit Gallery and start customizing. I'm going to customize my tabs as follows: Hotel, Accommodations, For Your Business Needs, On-Site Dining, and Fitness. Next, I'll add my corporate-specific visual content just by dragging and dropping content into the appropriate tabs. When you are done, just click Update. And that's all there is to it. Now I'll click on the install code, copy to clipboard, and send the code to my webmaster along with a link to the page on which I want to have my web gallery installed. Victoria is actually going to chat out the link to the instructions and email template you can send to your webmaster to install the web gallery. So let's recap. Create a new gallery, update tabs, update visual content, and retrieve the install codes and send the code to your webmaster.
Okay, well thank you Rebecca and Gloria for that informative workshop. Customizing digital brochures for different travel channels, converting Facebook apps, and creating a targeted web gallery are some of the ways you can use VBrochure to deliver a targeted marketing message to reach business travelers. So let's recap the key takeaways from today's workshop. Think about what matters most to business travelers. Define your hotel story for each of your target customer segments. Use the tools available to you with VBrochure to tell a custom story to reach target segments, including on-targeted third-party travel sites by customizing channel-specific digital brochures, on Facebook with customized apps, and using targeted web galleries on your own website. Before we say goodbye, I'd like to launch one final poll question. I'd like to hear from everybody. Based on today's workshop, will you attend another workshop on a different topic? Your answers help us understand whether we're providing content that's valuable to you, which is our goal. Wonderful. The majority of you have voted. By and large, you've said you would attend again, and that's awesome. That's all the content that we have for you today. Before we get into any final questions, we just want to remind you that we host our success workshops on a regular basis. Look out for invitations to our upcoming workshops in your inbox. Additionally, keep in mind that we will be sending you a recording of today's workshop in the next day or so. So if you've missed anything or want to go over any of the topics again, you'll have the presentation audio for reference. Are there any other questions before we conclude today's workshop? That concludes today's workshop. We hope that you found it useful and that we've inspired you to get creative with your hotel story and turn up your targeting with VBrochure. Thank you again for joining us and happy marketing.